What's up, DC Nation? We're back with another video. And guys, as always, if you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe because I release great DC content every day that you don't want to miss. And if you end up liking the video, give it a thumbs up. Now, we're back with another video of Crisis on Infinite Earths. Last video I did was issue number 7, part 1. Now, you're probably wondering, why'd you split up one issue into 2 videos? Well, this issue's double size. It's 43 pages, and try and combine that into one video. I'd either rush it, it'd be super long, and you guys don't want to just hear me talk for that long, or it's too long for me to edit. Like, I just don't have time to edit a big-ass video for one night. But by separating it, I could release one video yesterday and now part 2 today. And honestly, part 2 is pretty crazy. We have a death of a superhero, Anti-Monitor fights off the heroes, and some crazy stuff happening. So I'd rather make its own video than combine it with the whole origin of the universe thing, because that was its own kind of topic to talk about. So, if you guys are ready to dive into the part 2 of this issue, then let's dive in. Now, before we actually dive into the part 2 of this issue, make sure you check out part 1 in the eye top right corner right here. And if you haven't checked out the other issues when I explain them, make sure you check that out too. We have a playlist right here. So check it out so y'all caught up, because I don't want you just diving into a random video, alright? But guys, this part pretty much opens up where we left off. The heroes, led by Pariah and Alexander Luthor, come into the Anti-Monitor universe and discover the fortress where the Anti-Monitor lives. And Anti-Monitor is the villain, guys. So, Anti-Monitor, obviously, they didn't just sneak in. He notices this. And he tells Psycho Pirate, one of his minions, alright, this is the time I've been waiting for. I need you really much. I need you a lot now. Alright? So he tells Psycho Pirate, I want you to control these heroes and make them my slaves. And Psycho Pirate says, I can't. You just used me to control 3 other Earths and you used up all my abilities. And Anti-Monitor pretty much says, alright, you're useless. I'm gonna go deal with this myself. And when I come back, I'll kill you. And Psycho Pirate's afraid of this. He's like, what am I gonna do? And still, guys, we see Flash in the top left corner of the page. He doesn't say anything. You just see him in the background, imprisoned. Like, he's imprisoned there. And we'll find out what happens to him in the next issue or the next video. But guys, Anti-Monitor goes out and is going to deal with these heroes. Before we get to that battle, we see these heroes, they come along the fortress, and all the statues at the fortress come alive. So now these heroes will fight out these statues, and Superman and Supergirl are like, easy, I can take on these statues. I've taken out Brainiac, I can take out Doomsday. Well, technically Superman died by Doomsday, but he still recovered from that. But these statues hit them, and they start bleeding. And they're like, what's going on? Turns out, this Anti-Monitor universe causes Supergirl and Superman, all the most powerful heroes on this, like, team, they're now not invulnerable anymore. They just can't, like, take hits. But, like, before on Earth, they could take a hit from, like, a meteor or be blasted by infinity or something like that, and they'd still be fine. But here, they could get stabbed, actually like a mortal being. Like, they're not immortal anymore. They're actually like a mortal being, which isn't that good for them. Because if they're fighting out the Anti-Monitor, they need all the heavy lifting they can get. So guys, all the heroes are getting beat up by the statues, which is kind of like, come on, like, these heroes can't take on a few statues, but I do get it because the Anti-Monitor makes them, like, invulnerable, so they're pretty much like human beings now, like regular human beings. And guys, Shazam gets beat up, Mobile gets beat up, Firestorm gets beat up. Yes, he shows up in this issue. And guys, so we see Superman, Dr. Light, and Pariah. They're the only ones that get through, like, this chamber to go to the Anti-Monitor. And Pariah almost gets killed. Like, supposedly gets killed in this scene. He, like, falls into an abyss. And it's just Dr. Light and Superman left. So they go around the corner and they find this machine of the Anti-Monitors that's pretty much bringing the 5 remaining Earths in the multiverse together. And if they get brought together, they're going to pretty much destroy themselves. So that's bad. They have to stop this. But just in time, as they're about to stop this, Anti-Monitor shows up. And he blasts Dr. Light. Like, I thought Dr. Light died in this. And this is the female Dr. Light. I thought she died at this part. But she actually comes back later and is alive. Alright? She didn't die. But guys, this turns out to be Superman versus Anti-Monitor. It's an epic battle, but Superman gets his ass whooped. Like, he does not do good. Anti-Monitor beats the crap out of him, blasts him, and he's just much more powerful. Like, in my opinion, I think Anti-Monitor can beat Galactus for Marvel. So, having Superman going against him, I know Superman is powerful, but he doesn't compare to the Anti-Monitor. And that's when we see Supergirl traveling through. She fights off the statues, travels through the chambers, finds Pariah alive, and Pariah says Superman's getting beat by the Anti-Monitor, you have to go save him. So, Supergirl pretty much finds Superman. He's, like, almost dead on the floor. And Anti-Monitor looks at her her, and he's like, she's not a problem. Then Supergirl goes full on Sen, guys, and she beats the crap out of him. Like, she almost actually destroys the antimatter, like takes out his outer shell. And that's when antimatter pushes her into antimatter wave, and they start fighting. He has the high ground, and he blasts right through her, pretty much killing her. Like, she's not dead the second, but she falls. Antimatter gets away because he knows he can't win this fight, and Superman pretty much gets her, holds her up, and there's Supergirl. She's dead. Like, she's dead. And Superman's super mad. The other heroes show up. They stop that machine, so that was good on the mission. But Superman's really angry. He wants to kill the antimatter. He wants revenge. Like, this is not Superman. He's that consumed in anger. And guys, they then convince him, hey, you have to let go. Let's take Supergirl back to Earth and get out of this antimatter universe. So they get out of the antimatter universe, make it back to the Five Earths. The Five Earths are now at peace, for now. And they pretty much mourn the death of Supergirl. You see Brainiac 5, who is actually in love with her and they have a relationship. He's mad because he broke up with her and he didn't get the time to save her. He feels like since he's from the future, maybe he could have saved her with some kind of technology. Wonder Woman and Batman's pretty much aid Superman and say, we're sorry about this, or sorry we weren't. Well, Wonder Woman was there. Batman wasn't, though. He's like, I'm sorry I wasn't there. And Superman's final thing, he's like, don't worry about it. Batgirl then, she says she was the best hero of all, Supergirl was. And guys, you remember from mission number 4 and 5, pretty much Batgirl was feeling kind of lonely. Like, she didn't, well, not lonely, but she didn't feel like she could fight off the end of the world. So, like, she's just a regular human being. And then Supergirl saves a plane, saves a bunch of people, and Batgirl realizes, even if I don't have powers, I can still be a superhero and make a difference. And seeing Supergirl die pretty much shows Batgirl, yes, I'm going to have to sacrifice everything. And Supergirl's a true hero. So pretty much we have this whole montage of all the heroes mourning her death. And it's a big death, guys. This was a really big death. It shocked a lot of people in the 1980s. And the issue ends with Superman grabbing her body at the Fortress of Solitude. It's all wrapped, and he takes it to the sun. And that's how we close out the issue. Now, guys, we still got one more big death in this series. That'll be next issue. Well, no spoilers. But this was pretty much the first big death. And I really wanted to say this for one video. I wasn't just going to plague you with all that origin stuff. Origin of the multiverse. Origin of the anti-Mark. No. This is a Supergirl video. And yes, I don't like the Supergirl show. Like, it has alright episodes. But at least this issue really showed how great a character Supergirl is. So guys, totally recommend reading this. Read the whole series if you have to, but this is one of the best issues of Crisis to date. And guys, if I explained it well, give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't yet, bro, subscribe to this channel. I'm excited with great DC content every day that you don't want to miss. Alright guys, that's the video, and peace out.